Well, hello there and welcome to the garden. Spring is bursting forth, full of promise and potential, and I dare say our gardening gloves are itching to get stuck in. Today we're not just pottering about, no sir, we're delving deep into the exciting world of advanced gardening techniques. These aren't your grandmother's gardening tips, though I'm sure she had a few good ones up her sleeve. These are innovative, often surprising methods to really give your garden a boost this spring. Now, some folks might tell you gardening is all about simple pleasures, the feel of the earth, the warmth of the sun. And while they're not wrong, there's also a deep satisfaction to be found in understanding the science of the soil, the delicate balance of nature, and how we can work with it, rather than against it, to produce truly thriving, abundant gardens. So grab your trowel, put on your sun hat, and let's get our hands dirty as we explore 5 advanced techniques that will transform your approach to gardening this spring. Now, before we even think about sowing seeds, we need to ensure the very foundation of our garden, the soil, is in tip-top condition. This is where soil solarization comes in. It's a wonderfully simple yet effective technique for dealing with pesky pests and diseases lurking beneath the surface. You see, the sun isn't just there to warm our backs while we weed, it's a powerful ally in the fight against harmful soil-borne nasties. By trapping solar heat beneath a clear plastic sheet, we can raise the soil temperature high enough to kill off weeds, weed seeds, and even those pesky pathogens that can plague our plants. It's as easy as clearing the ground, giving it a good soak, and then stretching that clear plastic nice and taut over the area, sealing the edges with soil. Leave it to bake in the sun for 6 to 8 weeks. And by the time you're ready to plant, you'll have a clean slate for your seedlings. Now, we all know the satisfying feeling of turning the soil, getting rid of old growth, and preparing a fine bed for our new plants. But what if I told you there's a way to achieve healthy, vibrant gardens without all that digging and disruption? That's right, my friends. I'm talking about no-till gardening. This technique is all about working with nature, not against it. Instead of tilling, we're going to focus on building up a rich, fertile layer of organic matter on top of the soil. This living soil is teeming with beneficial microbes, fungi, and earthworms, all working together to create a healthy ecosystem for your plants to thrive in. Think of it like a compost heap that happens to have plants growing in it. We start with a layer of cardboard to smother existing weeds, then layer on compost, leaf mold, and other organic matter. No back-breaking digging, just nature working its magic. Chapter 3. Now, let's talk about Hügelkultur, a German word that might sound a bit intimidating, but is essentially just a fancy way of saying mounded garden bed. But don't let its simplicity fool you. This technique has been used for centuries to create incredibly productive water-wise gardens. The magic of Hügelkultur lies in its construction. We start by building a mound of rotting wood, logs, branches, twigs, the lot. This acts like a giant sponge, absorbing and holding on to moisture, slowly releasing it to your plants as they need it. Talk about reducing those water bills. On top of the wood, we layer with compost, soil, and finally our chosen plants. As the wood decomposes, it releases nutrients, feeding the soil and creating a wonderfully fertile environment for your plants to thrive. Chapter 4. Now let's move from the soil itself to the plants we choose to grow and how we can use the power of companionship to our advantage. You see, just like people, some plants are natural friends, helping each other thrive. This is the principle behind companion planting. By carefully selecting our plant pairings, we can deter pests, attract beneficial insects, and even improve the growth and flavor of our crops. Think of it as creating a harmonious community in your garden bed. Take carrots and onions, for example. Planting them together can confuse carrot root flies with their pungent onion scent, while the carrots, in turn, deter onion flies. It's a win-win situation. Chapter 5. Now, for those of you feeling truly adventurous, we're going to delve into the fascinating world of electroculture and magnetized water. These techniques might sound like something out of a science fiction novel, but they're based on the very real energy fields that surround us and influence plant growth. Electroculture involves introducing small electrical currents into the soil, mimicking the natural telluric currents that flow through the earth. This can stimulate plant growth, increase yields, and even improve nutrient uptake. Similarly, magnetized water that has been passed through a magnetic field is thought to enhance water absorption, improve germination rates, and even increase plant resistance to disease. Well, there you have it, 5 advanced gardening techniques that might just change the way you garden forever. From harnessing the power of the sun to creating self-sustaining Hügelkultur beds, we've covered a lot of ground today. These techniques might seem a little daunting at first, but remember, even the most experienced gardener started somewhere. Start with one that piques your interest, experiment, and see what works best in your own garden. And most importantly, don't forget to enjoy the journey. Gardening is a process of learning, adapting, and yes, sometimes even failing. But with each season, with each new technique you try, you're growing not just plants, but your own knowledge and connection to the natural world. Happy gardening!